All right, we have Sean Gunn cast as Maxwell Lord. He's going to be playing Maxwell Lord in the new Superman Legacy. He's James Gunn's brother, obviously.
Hmm.
Um, First off, Maxwell Lord, pretty decent character. He's like Lex Luthor if Lex Luthor didn't exist. Like Lex kind of overshadows him.
Hmm.
He's gonna probably be a background character in Superman Legacy. He's a main villain for Wonder Woman. He's the villain of 1984, matter of fact, which was whatever. But I like how they're kind of like sowing these seeds for future villains in this early movie. What do you think about Maxwell Lord joining Superman Legacy?
Why do you think they did not continue with Pedro?
Because they're just flushing all of
Yeah,
Zack
I know.
Snyderverse
But he's
stuff
kind of the
out.
hot thing right now. I know that's your brother, but Pedro is kind of the hot thing right now.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, fair enough. I know. And we're going to talk about Zachary Levi, guys. I know there's all kinds of people yelling at iPads right
yeah.
now. We'll get to that.
I think his character can be pretty neat, but I think it will need to take about two movies to do it. And the first movie is
Yeah.
him, if I'm understanding right, he's like, getting the Justice League together, kind of like helping out, but then turns in what uses them in a way, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like we need the development to actually happen to really care about this guy as a villain. But as saying that, the oh god, Sean Gunn hasn't really had like a massive like role, right? Like he's always been kind of like the side to someone
Yeah.
bigger.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if that's actually going to happen with this villain.
Yeah.
It could
I
be a
think
one
he's a
off again.
good foretelling to the Legion of Doom. Like, he's a good guy to have
Okay.
just like sitting on the Legion of Doom. You got your Lex Luthor. We already know that Holt's going to be playing him. Yeah. Make him part of that. Like, kind of build up that roster so that when you're seeing the Legion of Doom, with people you recognize, not just like, oh, yeah, that's, some random dude over there that don't worry about him. We don't need to know his name. But like,
You
oh,
know.
I recognize him. That's Sean Gunn.
Um. What did you say about the Hulk thing?
Holt.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Think of his
I
name
thought you said
now.
like Hulk playing him. I'm like fucking
Oh
Mark
god.
Ruffalo's playing. Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
no,
Never
no.
mind. Okay.
And then we had Zachary Levi, who feels like he's a little bit, whatever, being a baby about this. But he's like, first off, he's like, why is Shazam not carrying forward with me as Shazam? It's whatever, dude, because maybe because your last movie didn't do a damn thing. And secondly, he's sitting there saying, like, oh, I guess if you're just brothers of James Gunn, you get a job, like talking smack. And
Yeah,
like,
that's not
dude,
going to help your case.
every time he opens his mouth lately, he's kind of he was like talking about smack about how bad Shazam 2 did, like it wasn't his fault. So many things. And I'm just like, dude, you want to be employed, right? Like, why are you talking smack
Yeah.
about the guy in charge of all of DC?
Yeah, so I think what you have to do is just like really like feel and embrace that character because you're kind of like pitching yourself that if Shazam is going to be in this new universe or DCU whatever, that he wants the job. I don't think he's horrible as Shazam. I want to
I
see
don't. Yeah, I like him
Shazam
actually.
in a different way, and
Hmm.
I don't blame him for that movie just being shit.
Yeah,
Because I don't think he was shit. Um,
I think it was the
but I would
villains.
like to
And
see. I would
Shazam
like.
2 is the villains that were real. Like, nobody
Oh
cared about those
my
villains.
god, dude. Yeah. Um, and I'm over the family. I'm over the family with Shazam. Get rid of that
Yeah,
shit. I'm fucking
that's
sick and
fair.
tired of seeing all of them. I just want to see Shazam. I want to see him in the next stage, not being like a little baby like he what has been,
Hmm.
and he's developed now. Do movies in, and then fight for it. I mean, I don't think he. I think he has a shot to continue being Shazam. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I don't see a problem there, really.
I would like to see a Shazam that's buffer, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
I like the idea of Shazam being buffer than Superman, but not necessarily stronger than Superman. But like that's kind of the cool look. Like when you see him in the comic books, guy's got a freaking barrel chest.
Yeah.
And then you got Zachary Levi, who clearly is padded up, and it looks padded up.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
I,
Next thing
you
you
know,
know, it's gonna hit the streets tomorrow. The Rock plays Shazam.
which would be crazy because he's already, I'm sure, complaining that Black Adam's not in this. And again, go watch
It's
Black Adam movie. I had so many complaints walking out of that
it's
movie theater.
crazy because I feel like he has accepted that. Yeah, I'm not going to be going forward with James Gunn's vision. Because it's
Mhm.
been pretty quiet on his end. I don't really feel like he's. I mean, maybe I'm missing it, but I don't feel like he's or I don't see that he's being a crybaby like Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though. I
it's
know he
it's
put out
tricky
a
because
statement a
right,
while ago.
Peacemaker's moving forward from the DCEU, so you're like, there's
Yeah,
definitely
that's pretty great
something
though.
there. And
Yeah,
James Momoa is moving forward, but he's playing a different character, which I think is the character he should have been playing from the beginning, Lobo.
Lobo, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
which is so crazy because then I mean, yeah, I get this is a restart, right?
Mhm.
Who's our? We don't have any confirmation what's going to happen after this Aquaman 2, right? Like who's going to be cast? And
After
it's probably
Aquaman 2, it's done. Like all the
okay.
DCEU stuff is done. And Zach and,
Yeah.
and Zack Snyder just came out saying if Netflix were to get the right to my version of DC, I'll keep making movies. Absolutely. That'll never ever happen. Like there's no DC's not gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, we want a competitor for our own movies. Like that's just not gonna be in the
Yeah,
case.
I was gonna say that's, and it seems like a little too convoluted, or like like you're pulling people from.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just make it clean. Yeah,
Yeah. He's got Rebel Moon coming out. I'm rooting for Rebel Moon. I look forward to that. That looks really good.
man, that does look super good. I was watching the
Yeah.
trailer again yesterday, last night. I'm like, holy shit, man! I don't know what universe this is, but this looks sweet.
We need to do a watch party for that. Actually, it's
Yeah,
coming out the day that we're doing the Geek Freaks party. Well, we might have to do
to
some.
streaming services.
Yeah, it's coming. It's going right to Netflix. And Netflix made it.
Oh, then I will be there before the party starts. Watch it.
Go. We'll go over to
Hey.
Jolin's house and we're doing the party at Jolin's house. Hopefully that goes well. I feel bad that we're like, he's got a good living room. It's really good for it. So
Yeah, yeah,
what the hell?
yeah.